Hello and welcome to Silver Wheel Tarot. I provide psychic tarot and oracle divination readings here on YouTube, and today we're going to do another reading for you all. I'm going to be using my energy transmutation spread for the upcoming full moon in Scorpio on Tuesday. So I did feel inclined to try something a little different this time. I am going to be using just the major arcana from the Light Seers Tarot for the spread, and I'm also going to pull a theme card this time, and we're going to pull that from the Lavish Earth Oracle. Beautiful gemstone deck here. So let's go ahead and select our theme card. Black Kyanite. This is for the full moon in Scorpio. I'll read the quote around the outside first. It says, "You must act as if it is impossible to fail. You must act as if it is impossible to fail." And it says it is an Ashanti proverb. So the key words we have here for Black Kyanite are protection, clearing, repair, and restoration. So it's got a very transformative energy itself here with this clearing and restoration. It says that Black Kyanite is a powerful protection stone. As such, it can be effective in working with the aura and spiraling air pattern, since both have protective qualities that may need repair from time to time. Have clear intent when working with Black Kyanite and don't underestimate it or yourself. Find a quiet space, clear yourself and your surroundings, and begin. Remove and transmute anything that doesn't support you in your highest. Affirm that you are left in a place of support, protection, clarity, and strength. Kyanite is of the triclinic crystal system and often forms in blades and columns. That is beautiful. What a great card to start with. Let's go ahead and put that over here. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and give these a shuffle. I did pre-shuffle them. Okay, feeling led to pull the cards individually, shuffle and individually pull them. So we're going to first pull the main energy that'll be present, and this is going to be with regards to the theme card we pulled. And then we're going to pull a card for the additional energy that'll be present that helps or hinders the main energy. Next, I'm going to pull a card to focus on what to focus on to transmute the energy, basically the transformative energy that is present, being these energies, and this is going to be the focus. Okay, next we're going to pull some elemental support cards here. This one wants to come out. It's going to go for earth, water. Go ahead and make sure you guys can see these. Air and fire and spirit. Okay, so those all wanted to come out pretty quick. So let me just take a quick look at my camera here. Make sure you guys can see all the cards. Beautiful. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look and see what the main energy is that we have. Love, the Lovers. Love of self is coming through here. And the additional energy that's present, this could be helping or hindering it. Oh, the World card. Total transformation is what popped in my mind here. So we have self-love and total transformation. So we've got such a huge, I mean, this is an energy transmutation spread anyways, but the energy is so strong this full moon coming up to really transform the self. Okay. And what is our focus here? Justice. And what came to mind is what you deserve. So it's really speaking to your belief system. What do you believe that you deserve? You deserve a wonderful, loving life where you love and care for yourself very deeply, where you're on top of the world and things happen for you in a very positive manner through your own personal acts of self-love and self-care. So I'm saying this is a very big personal transformation, but that the focus of this transformation is really based on how you view yourself. You could be having a complete paradigm shift here. Maybe you're letting go and clearing out old beliefs and thought patterns that are surrounded around who you are, what you want from life, what you feel that you deserve in life. Okay, so you could have some false narratives playing out in your mind about perhaps not being deserving of love, loving yourself deeply. And with the reflection here in this Justice card, I feel like, she's looking down at this shadow aspect of herself and she is looking at it with love. So it's not a rejection of yourself or your shadow aspects or things that you have been through or ways that you have perceived yourself in the past. This is a true shift in your being on a soul level of really looking at who you are and accepting yourself for who you are, where you've been, where you're going, and realizing a true sense of self-awareness and what you want from life and that you deserve it, basically. And this type of a shift, this is not something that comes easily. So these energies being present, if you're watching this video and you feel called that it is really speaking to you, then you're going to be someone who has been working on this for a very long time, most likely. You've been working on your self-growth, self-development, facing all the challenges that come your way, trying to change your perspective on things to really have a positive perspective towards healing and growth. And these types of processes take a long time, and this is kind of the culmination of that. The energies are right. Everything is in place to really cultivate that and to have that change happen for you at this time. And know that you are protected at this time as well. So sometimes going through this type of a huge personal shift, and this is something that others, they might see a change in you, but really this is an internal work that's being done, but it can sometimes feel quite scary. And I'm just being brought to the attention here of the word protection here and the fact that this kyanite can look like a blade. You're going to cut through all the clutter, all the distractions, all the noise, everything that you have been working on releasing. You're going to be able to cut those ties, and know that you are protected in this process. Spirit's got your back with regards to that. You are protected. Follow your intuition, your gut instinct. Do what is right for you, even if it seems weird to the rest of the world. So I'm getting a sense that for some of you, it could have an outward, like a chain reaction, right? So it's an internal work that is so deep that some may or may not notice a shift in you. But once this happens, it can change your whole world, right? When you finally decide, this is who I am, and I am going to be who I am and love myself and take care of myself regardless if others agree with me, your whole world's going to shift for you. And that can be a little scary sometimes, but Spirit is saying, know that you are blessed and you're protected at this time. Okay, let's see what we have for elemental support here. For Earth, we have the Wheel of Fortune. It is a very blessed time. Again, this sense of, like how I was saying with the World card, that she is on top of the world. She is on top of the wheel. She is balanced. She has her light and her dark aspects. With the dice around her neck, she's not taking any gambles. It's not a gamble. It's not well, it might seem like to others, a risk. Whatever changes you experience from this internal shift that's going on that is so powerful at this time. We've got the wheel symbolism here. This just reminds me of like the wheel of life. Your processes, you are balancing on this wheel. It almost seems impossible, yet you're doing it. So you're very balanced at this time. In this earth energy here, you've got a very balanced energy. Your moves are calculated, not risks, but you're very fortunate at this time. Okay, let's take a look at water. The Moon card. Again, a sense of balance with the black and the white wolves there. And the light of the moon is shining through to her where she's under the water. And she's aware of it. So I have this sense of that you are in like communion with your shadow self. Your shadow self, you're looking down at your shadow self here, but she's looking back up at you as well. You have the light of your soul shining down through any heaviness you might be feeling at this time. So really tap into if there is any sense of heaviness or fear that you really want to let go of, to bravely and boldly step into this personal shift or change that is happening within you. It could be that you are choosing a new belief system. It could be where you are choosing to put yourself first in life. There is some sort of choice that is happening that is creating this internal shift, this personal growth that's happening at this time. And if there's any type of heaviness feeling, I get that from, this sense of being underwater. There can be a heaviness feeling around you. And so the advice here is to focus on the light. Don't look at the illusion of darkness around you, or what might go wrong, or what other people might be projecting towards you to give you like a negative thought or perspective on things. Focus on your light, living your light, focusing on what lights you up, what lights up your soul. Anything that comes to mind, if you sit and meditate and you think, okay, what comes to mind when I think focus on the light? And try to clear your mind and see what that light is for you. What comes to mind? What lifts your heart center and makes your heart feel large and just lifts your spirit? What comes to mind that puts a smile on your face? That is what you're going to want to focus on during this time. It's important to really find a way to focus on the positive things, because while things can feel heavy for you, really look how light this energy is. Like light as in light and positive, light beings, but also, the light of the soul and source, but also light, like she's floating on her toes. She's balanced lightly on top of this wheel. There's a light, loving energy here. Like this energy and the smile, like it's a very uplifting energy that is really present here. So don't fall for the illusion of heaviness, and just focus on things that will lift your spirits at this time. Okay, for air. Ooh, magic. Love the Magician in the air spot here. So I feel like a lot of personal growth and development really happens within the mind space, okay? You think, you create, your thoughts have power, your words have power, what you speak out, your energy that you exude forward, it has power. And this is all falling in this energy of air. And this magician is weaving this energy. So really focus your intent on the transformation that you want to have take place. And if it's huge, if it feels too big, right? Focus on something small. Choose something that you want. What small goal is going to help you reach your bigger goal? What thing do you want to see shift and change within yourself first? It could just simply be, I want to identify the second I start thinking negative things or self-doubt or, negative self-talk. It could be something like that. And if that is your intent to identify that, then focus on that. Have that be what is in the top of your mind. I'm going to be aware and shift it. Every time something negative pops into your head, you shift it. Be prepared for what to shift it to, right? So have some mantras or some quotes or some positive sayings or some key words that really tap you into your soul source and who you want to become. And it's not about any type of, how do I want to say it? Like it's not about a specific belief in, say, how am I going to try and say this? Sorry, I just had a bunch of information come in and I am trying to figure out how to say it. I am claircognizant, so I get these knowings sometimes and it's a little hard to put it into words, how to express it. It doesn't it's not about what you want to believe, in the sense that it's what you want to believe, who you want to be, and how you want to become yourself is important. But what I'm saying is that might be different for everyone, okay? I'm getting a strong push here to speak about religion, which I don't usually do, but the push here is that if your inner shift is centered around a spiritual belief and you are changing your spiritual belief, then you need to know internally that it's good, it's right, it is what is right for you. So you might be someone who is surrounded around a group of family or community that believe a certain spiritual belief, and you are going in a different direction. It doesn't matter what belief systems it is what matters is what is right for you. And so getting your thoughts in line with who you are and what you believe, or even being open to the shifts and changes within that belief and being okay with yourself saying, you know what, I don't know what I believe. I'm open to new information. So what's really coming through with that is to go easy on yourself at this time. If you're going through a huge change like that, that is not small. If you've had a certain belief system your whole life, whether it is a spiritual, a metaphysical type belief system, or it is a solid religion, that is what doesn't matter. It is what matters is that you are following your heart, and in your mind space, you are truly living and thinking and believing and having that intent of what you want to become at this time, even if it is just an intention of being open and willing to see things differently. Okay, so you might even just be in an internal space where you are questioning for the first time what maybe you have been shown and taught your whole life. And it might not even be that changes for you, but what might change instead is your realization of what you truly believe and want in life. This is a huge internal shift. And so the magician is coming through to let you know that you have the power and the ability to initiate this shift within yourself, and it starts in your mental space. So if you are leaving one spiritual belief behind and going into a religion, or you're starting in a religion and going to a more spiritual or natural based thing, you want to make sure that you are clear in your mind so that you can implement the thoughts that are going to be supportive for yourself. It is this light. What is the light to you? It is coming back here to this deep heaviness. It can be very, very hard to want to be open and willing to change belief systems within yourself. And it doesn't even have to be around religion or spiritual beliefs. I'm just really getting a strong push from Spirit to mention that. But it is important to know what you see as the light, what lifts your soul and your spirit, and have some different thoughts or phrases, some positive affirmations in your mind, so that the second that you are aware that you're feeling this heaviness, you can use these thoughts to shift your reality. And at first that might feel a little weird. Like sometimes it can feel a little hypocritical within your own mind space to really feel one way, but then have your mind say, I've got this. This is what I believe. Everything's going to be fine. I know that this is the right path for me. Whatever your sayings are, it's important to speak them even if you are feeling heavy. So that's coming through. So hopefully that wasn't too rambly and made sense. It was kind of a lot of information to put forward, but I think somebody needed to hear that. Okay, so what else do we have with fire? The Fool. You're taking the leap of faith. I really feel for a lot of you, this is, I mean, it doesn't have to be, but it is really strongly rooted around your faith and your belief systems. And internally, loving yourself enough to take that leap of faith into what truly lights you up spiritually, and to go after it. To just fall backward into the mystery and be willing and open, and to know that you're protected at this time. Beautiful. So trust. Trust is the action that you really want to take right now. Trust that it is all going to work out for your greatest good, in alignment with the divine and what your beliefs are and what they are shifting into, and your sense of openness and trust in the universe. This is some pretty powerful energy coming through, some pretty big shifts and possibilities for a lot, and I really hope that if you're this far in the reading, that you really do tap into this energy and know that you can shift and change your world, that you truly do deserve to have a life and a belief system that is in alignment with your highest good and your soul's purpose here in this lifetime. You deserve to have that. Everybody does. And I personally think there are so many different spiritual belief systems because, if it was a one-size-fits-all, then, there wouldn't be so many options. But it's important to find what really resonates with you and who you are and who you want to be, and love yourself enough to truly believe what you want to believe, what is in alignment with who you are and gives you a sense of harmony internally, and peace. All right, let's see what the advice from Spirit is. The Emperor card. You have totally got this. No question. This shift is going to happen. You've got it in the bag. You've already got the chess piece there. You've already won. Know that you are in control of your world, your existence, your perception, your being, your beliefs, your presence here in this world. This is your choice, and you have the power to step into that. Beautiful. All right, well, that is what I have for you today. I hope that was helpful. Please do let me know down in the comments. I do love to hear from you. And if you have any questions, you can place them down there as well. I do try to read and respond to all comments. At this time, I'm able to still do that. So please do put questions down below if you have them. And I hope that you have a blessed and wonderful full moon in Scorpio. I will see you all next time.